Salute, salute, salute to God, the Most High, the Creator of everything. Salute to the ancestors. If you are a new subscriber, thank you. If you are just now viewing this for the first time, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Become part of the family. God is moving. We are growing. Trolls, trust me when I say only God and your mama can love you. Only God and your mama can love you. Last but not least, last but not least, last but not least. One time, yeah. I say one time, yeah. I say one time for the Uncut Squad, baby. One time for the Uncut Squad, one time for the Gifted Family, one time for Big Bro's Backup, one time for Big Bro's Corner. One time for God and double salute. Yeah. We in here. Big Bro, how you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. I'm glad to be along for the ride today.
Yes, sir. I want to talk about, and I didn't want to do this while it was trending because I didn't want people to think that we were clout chasing. So now that it's died down a little bit, I want to get into this whole Katt Williams interview because he's done 2 interviews. He's done an interview with Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay, and he actually did an interview with Willie D before he did the video with Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. So Willie D did it too, but the most colossal interview, salute to Willie D. Salute to Willie D. I'm a big fan of Willie D. But the most colossal internet breaking interview ever came from Club Shay Shay with Katt Williams. And Katt Williams pointed out some things that had my mind just kind of, Big Bro, I had to put my thinking cap on, like, he's not lying. He's not lying. I think Katt Williams is about maybe 44, 45 years old, somewhere around there. Okay. So we roughly around the same age. I may be a little bit older than him. So we've been around to see some of the stuff he's talking about. Big Bro, did you watch this interview?
Yes, sir. I went through all 3 hours of it, man, from start to finish in one take.
Very entertaining, very informational, very compromising for lots of people. Very compromising. I'm not even here to talk about Cedric the Entertainer and all the comedians that stole his jokes and all of that. It goes a little bit deeper because Katt Williams actually pointed out, first off, he's a spiritual person. That's what I love about Katt. And anybody who knows me knows that I love me some Kobe Bryant. I love me some Katt Williams. You know what I mean? That's who I rock with. That's who I rock with. R.I.P. to Kobe, the Black Mamba. All right. But it was just something about their persona of realness. And you only get real from Katt Williams. Even if he's doing stand-up, he's making you laugh, but the stuff he's saying is genuinely true. Let's get into it.
The Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and the powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy, right, where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped.
Okay, let's stop right there. He was dropping knowledge. Why would Hollywood want to make fun of someone getting S.A., so to speak? S.A., so to speak. Okay. Why? I can't say the R word on here, but we can say S.A. We know what S.A. means. You're getting assaulted in a sexual way. How is that funny? This is like sexual deviancy at its finest, Big Bro. And he's spilling the beans. He's spilling the beans. In this interview, he goes on to talk about his spirituality, how he went to Miami by himself, he rode with a truck driver. came down to Miami. You know, you're a teenager, you're homeless, you have nowhere to go, nothing to do, you know. And he was saying, you know, if Jesus made it, I knew I can make it. And I admired that part of the video. But what really got me, big bro, is when he started talking about the men and the actors in dresses. Big bro, I'm 46 years old. I had no clue that I had saw that many men adorn dresses already in my age. At my age, I have no clue. I'm gonna give you the floor real quick, big bro.
Yeah, first of all props out to Katt Williams again. He's a very intelligent young man, still courageous, and he made a stand that others would not have made a stand for. And this women in a role that men are playing, black men, is definitely kind of shocking. It's become kind of standardized where it's normal, and I hope it doesn't stay normal. So let's hopefully this will bring some revelation to the role that should not be played by us as black men.
Okay, with this whole thing, big bro, we got to get into this. Sure, there has been lots of men who has wore dresses. This is not okay. It's not okay. Not even for Hollywood. Now, I'm not saying it's racist. I don't think it's a racist trend that Hollywood holds to humiliate black men. I think it's to further your fame. Okay. I think it's a elite class ritual, Illuminati, so to speak. All right. Because big bro, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna probably call this video, have you ever been swallowed? Just swallowed. Just have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever been so overwhelmed that you've just been swallowed up? Because Katt Williams got me thinking now about a bunch of men who's been swallowed up by the deviant acts in Hollywood just to make a dollar. What about leading by example? What about being a mentor? What about being an inspiration? You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like selling your soul. It's almost like selling your soul. Big bro, we talked about this before we came on. Watch this. I call this Illuminati Freemason rituals. Let's go back to the Wayans brothers who played white chicks. This is how many men now? Jamie Foxx, Wanda, Martin, Shanae, plus Big Mama House 1 through 3. Eddie Murphy, the Clumps. Okay. And Eddie Murphy was actually caught in his heyday with a you know what. I'm not going to say it on here, but he was caught. So we already knew Eddie had that in him, allegedly. All right. Kevin Hart, blue dress on SNL. And after he got beat up by all of the fans, he took to Twitter saying he wore that dress on his own, basically under his own power. He thought it was funny, blah, blah, blah. He's his own boss. No, no. Wesley Snipes, you had fun with this one off camera. Wesley Snipes played a female called Noxzema Jackson and wore a dress in a movie called Tu Wong Fu, which was a comedy movie. But what's even funny is they chose to name the brother Noxzema. They chose to name the brother Noxzema. Okay. Then we got Ricky Smiley, who always played his old grandma role. We remember that. I can't remember the character's name, but he always played an older grandma role. Will Smith, okay, had on a blue little toot little dress in one of the movies. All right. You brought up the actor Flip Wilson from the 70s. Miguel A. Nunez Jr., a.k.a. Jamal Jeffries, a.k.a. Joanna Man. I'm going to save the best for last. Chris Tucker, Fifth Element. Ving Rhames, Holiday Hard. He played a drag queen, year 2000. Arsenio Hall has wore a dress in Coming to America. Kenan Thompson wore a dress on SNL. Tracy Morgan wore a dress on SNL. Dave Chappelle said no. Katt Williams said hell no. T.D. Jakes wore a purple robe the length of a dress and walked across the church stage hollering, wait a minute, wait for it, people. Have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed. Have you just ever been swallowed up? Is that appropriate to ask your neighbor in church? Turn to your neighbor right now and ask your neighbor, have you ever been swallowed? All right. Then we had the basketball player, and shout out to this basketball player. I was a fan, but Larry Johnson, he played Grandmama, remember? Okay. Dennis Rodman. We ain't even got to say no more. We ain't got to say no more. I told y'all I was going to save the best for last. Who did I leave out? That should be on the list, number one. What name didn't I mention?
Wait for it.
Wait
Tyler
for
Perry,
it.
right? Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry. Hey, Katt Williams went on to say he's never even seen Madea wear a pantsuit. So it's obvious he never wears pants. Think about it. Even Hillary Clinton wear pantsuits. Kamala Harris wear pantsuits. Madea has always worn a dress. Tyler Perry built his fame and fortune off of wearing a dress in Hollywood. He built his whole career in a dress. Then you can walk up in a church with a prominent bishop, donate $1 million, and put hands on him while you finally wearing pants, and he falls out with the Holy Ghost all over the place. Make it make sense. All these men have been swallowed up. You got the flow, big bro. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's a very sad message that these actors think that wearing a dress and looking like a woman is a way to become successful as an actor. You know, that's really sad. They sell out for either the money or whatever, just to have themselves, their career, depending upon a role that's really meant for a female. So, man, it's sad and kind of depressing for me, but life goes on, right?
The interview was dynamic. Last time I checked, it was like 1.4 million views. I do not remember an interview doing those type of numbers. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Real talk. That thing was powerful. It was powerful. But have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed. Just swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed? All these men are swallowed up. Hollywood is swallowed up. And big bro, you touched on a good point. All these great black female actresses, and you can't find a great black female actress to play this female part. You rather humiliate a man and tell him to wear a dress. Dave Chappelle came out in a piece one time, and he said that he walked into the trailer and there was a dress there. So he thought he had walked into the wrong trailer. And then they told him, oh, we thought it'd be hilarious on this part, you know, in the movie Blue Streaks with Martin, when Martin's breaking out of jail, if you just dress up like a prostitute in a dress, blah, 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 you know. And he's like, no. And he was adamant about it. He said they finally realized that he was serious. They left the room, and the writer came back 5-10 minutes later with a whole new script. So they had already written 2 scripts. Had he said yes, they were going to roll with it. Now, in case he says no, here's a whole nother script. Why are you and we just saw Tyrese in a dress. Tyrese wore a red dress here recently, about 2 weeks ago, on a red carpet with a big bald black head. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Are you serious? Tyrese? Mr. What more do you want from me? Mr. Tyrese? And I like me some Tyrese. But I could never listen to Sweet Lady again because I'm not sure who you're talking to. I'm not sure who you're talking to. Maybe Tyrese done been swallowed up too. You know, they all just swallowed up. They just swallowed up. Katt Williams touched on so many great factors, and everything led back to his spirituality. We saw how this brother gained his strength. You understand what I'm saying? And he almost seems fearless. He almost seems fearless. I could not believe that this many people had sold their souls for fame to the point to where you put on a dress. I hope y'all didn't have on female under attire, man. You know what I'm saying? Right, right. You know what, big bro, that just left a nasty taste in my mouth. Can I give you the flow? please. Oh my God. Oh. Mm. Oh.
And you mentioned when they practiced these roles, they were at home in a dress and talking like a woman and stuff just to get into the role, man. They were pretending to be a woman before they got on the screen. So to practice being a woman is just, man, ew, I can't deal with that.
It reminds me of that Chris Brown song. What's that song? I woke up in Chris Brown's body. You remember that song? I woke up in Chris Brown's body. Um, so something Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday. And at the end of the song, they have Kendall Jenner there, but it's supposed to be a man in a woman's body. And Kendall Jenner says, I'm Kendall Jenner. I got a vagina, and I'm going to explore that right now. It's like these men put on these dresses and thongs while eating peach cobbler just to explore having their own vajayjay. Are you kidding me? How many great movies did Wesley Snipes play in? Lots. Okay, lots. Now, wearing a dress, that kills all credibility. All credibility. The Wayans brothers are hilarious, but we can't overlook white chicks. They got 2 black men to play 2 white women. Do you see the irony of this? You couldn't even play a black woman. You couldn't even play Medea. You had to go play 2 rich white women. I don't get it. And Tyler Perry has taken it to another level. How is this spiritual? How is this accepted by God? How is it acceptable? How do you explain this when you finally get your one-on-one with God and God asks you, why should I let you into, the gates of heaven? Well, Lord, I did wear a dress for $20 million on the funniest movie ever put out. You wore a dress. A dress. You couldn't find women to play these parts. Now, black men aren't the only ones who've done it. We all remember Mrs. Doubtfire, Robin Williams or something like that. God bless the dead. We remember this, but black men has done it the most. And they're doing it for the bag and the fame. They don't care about leading by example. They don't care about being a mentor. Remember back in the days, Charles Barkley always said on his commercials, I'm not a role model. These guys are far from role models. These guys are far from role models. Did you hear the names we called, Big Bro? From Arsenio Hall, Chris Tucker. Now, you didn't want to make another Friday because you didn't want to be known as a weed king, basically. You didn't want to be the face of marijuana. So you rejected the next Friday movies because you were in the church. Okay, cool. Were you in the church when you played Fifth Element? You around here wearing a dress, screaming in a high-pitched voice like a woman. I think he was playing I don't know how to say this acceptable online, but I think he was supposed to be a feminine man, so to speak. You understand what I'm saying? He was maybe a homosexual in the movie. Can I say that? Please, I hope I can say that. Allegedly, allegedly, he played the role of a homosexual. Even had his hair done up. You know what I'm saying? Had his hair done. Come, are you kidding me? Chris Tucker, and you're in church. You're a church man. A church man. Tyrese done went from always Coca-Cola on the back of a bus to wearing a dress on a red carpet. What example are they setting for the next generation of men to come behind them? The next generation of actors. What trend are we facing? What evil, what iniquity, what sinful nature is Hollywood holding these actors to in order to call it entertainment? You got the floor, Big Bro.
I would love each of these actors to explain to us why they took the role to play a female. I'm kind of curious in their minds, what benefits besides money came from playing a role like that. So if you're out there, all you stars, respond to us, please. Tell us why you did that. I'm just curious. I want to hear your story.
I have a hard time looking at any of these brothers as alpha males. You know why? Because it takes a weak-minded beta male to sell his soul for money, to put on a dress. Big bro, I know what it's like to be homeless. Big bro, I know what it's like to be hungry. I know what it's like to wonder how you're going to pay your bills, take care of your children. But one thing I would never ever do is sell my soul. You can't put me in a dress because God didn't build me that way. And I understand all of us are different. So this isn't an attack on like the LBGT community or nothing like that. You know, I'm talking about these actors who's supposed to be role models. How come we've never seen Denzel in a dress? You've never seen Katt Williams in a dress. You've never seen Earthquake in a dress. I'm gonna give Steve Harvey credit, although I don't really like him like that. You've never seen Steve Harvey, Chris Rock, none of these guys in a dress. And I'm not a big fan of those guys. You know, my top three right now, my top three, Katt Williams, Mike Epps, Eddie Griffin, hands down. Those are my top three comedians. And I've never seen any of them wear a dress. And that's the reason I still watch them. How are you showing up in church? How are you spiritually based? How are you a church man? And you're wearing a dress and you know what the word says. If you were put on a dress, you're lay with a man. Allegedly. But that's just how I feel about this. If they can talk you into wearing a dress, you are already feminine and you'll lay with the man. You got the flow, big bro. Katt Williams opened up, but man, Katt Williams did that.
Yeah. So what spiritual criteria, man, do you go by to decide that I'm going to wear a dress because that's okay for a man to wear a dress? So again, educate me, Mr. Uncut, on the criteria. Is it for money, for exposure for your career? Just what is it? Educate us, please. I just want to know.
It's almost like, okay, let's take Tyler Perry, let's take Tyrese, let's take the people we know who have a church background. Okay, let's take these people. Spiritually, the Holy Spirit didn't talk to you and condemn you and give you a conviction of you putting this dress on. You mean to tell me Dave Chappelle and Katt Williams had more wokeness and spirituality, more God in them at that time to say no, no, no. But you are a man of God, you know what the words say, and you still chose to do it. Like the only time I've really seen Tyler Perry in pants is when he put hands on TD Jakes. Other than that, I've never seen this brother wear pants. I know he made a movie, Alex something. What was that movie he made?
Alex Cross.
Okay, that might have been another time. But he had already said that he wouldn't go to Hollywood and Hollywood wouldn't change him. And next thing you know, he's got guns in Alex Cross. You know, so this guy here has, I'm trying to figure this out, man. These guys have been swallowed. Just have you ever been swallowed? Just swallowed up, just swallowed. Again, turn to your neighbor and ask your neighbor on this Sunday and ask your neighbor, turn to your neighbor and say, it is good to see you, neighbor. How you doing? How you doing, neighbor? Neighbor, God got something good for you. Has God been good to you? Oh, he has. Mm-hmm. Have you had any blessings this week? Have you had any blessings, neighbor? Amen. Amen. Now turn to your neighbor and ask your neighbor in that same service, have you ever been swallowed? Just swallowed up. And see where the conversation goes from there. See where it goes. You know, and the irony of TD Jakes saying this, here's the irony. The irony is some years ago, they say like in the 90s, he allegedly forced a 10-year-old boy to perform fellatio on him. Okay. The parents got wind of it from their child. The parents took hush money to remain quiet about it. Now he's grown. He's speaking out about it and he's filing his own lawsuit. And this stuff was held out of the tabloids. You can find it. But now, years later, you're going to walk across the stage in the pulpit and say to the people, have you ever been swallowed, just swallowed up? You nasty creature, you. You nasty creature, you. You nasty creature, you. You let a 10-year-old perform fellatio on you, and now years later you're asking people, have you ever been swallowed up? If I've been, it was by the opposite sex. It would have been by nobody who looked like me. You can't put on a dress and impress me. Have you ever been swallowed up? All these actors, Joanna Man, we all thought Joanna Man was hilarious. We love basketball, so it was hard. It was easy. I'm sorry. It was easy at that time growing up to overlook the fact that this man is wearing a dress. We watch him put on a bra in the movie. He dressed like a woman. Big bro, I'm about to throw up in my mouth. You got the flow. This is Katt Williams. Really, Katt Williams did that, man. He did that.
I recall Wesley Snipes in the role of Blade as the fighter, not this Nazeema Jackson character. So for him to go from Blade to Nazeema Jackson is that is a definite shift, man. It's just if you can do it, brothers, don't go into those roles. Just star for 4 months, okay? But please don't play a woman.
I just have a hard time letting this go. I have such a hard time with it. Shout out to Katt Williams, man. Shout out to Katt Williams. You know what I mean? Super shout out to my boy, Katt Williams. He broke the internet on Club Shay Shay and put everything out there that we needed to know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He has been one of the realest, one of the greatest men you will ever see in comedy till this day. And you know what? I never saw Bernie Mac wear a dress either. Shout out to the late, great Bernie Mac. I've never saw the greatest adorn a dress. Bernie Mac, you know what Bernie Mac would have said? His favorite word was mother. You know what he would have said to him. You know what I'm saying? You know what Bernie would have said to him. They knew not to try Bernie. They knew it. But to put these brothers in dresses, think about what Dave Chappelle said, man. You're doing this Blue Street movie with Martin. Martin has already wore a dress. So why not put Martin in the dress? Why approach a heterosexual male who has never done this and ask this male to do this for this part? Why Katt Williams had to play the role of Money Mike and there had to be an SA going on? We all saw the movie Friday After Next, how who played the gay guy that was chasing him around and stuff? Even at the end of the movie, he was running. Remember? Crunching on your balls. You know what I'm saying? Your party, your plies, your problem, Pippin. At the count of 3. You know, we all remember that. We all remember that. I am a boy, Damon. We all remember that. Why? How is it funny to put in an SA, a sexual assault, if I could say that, in a movie and call it comedy when there's people getting assaulted every day? Women end up pregnant from people who assault them every day. You understand what I'm saying? Then you have to go through the thoughts of abortion, or do I keep this child? What would God want me to do? Think about the situation a woman would be in if this was a woman and a man doing it to a woman and she had to live this down, my man. Think about this from a woman's aspect. We've never been women, but we have children from women. Think about it. And then you got these men. How can 2 people of the same sex be fruitful and multiply? What message is Hollywood sending out to our children, to our youth, to our men, to the culture of acting, to the culture of entertainment? What variation of evil are they trying to put out there that they want us to intercept? It's sad, big bro. It's sad. You know, salute to Katt Williams, salute the Club Shay Shay, you know, salute to Willie D, who also, you know, constructed a great interview with Katt Williams. But man, salute to God and salute to Katt Williams, man, for being real and putting it all out there. I wanted to play some more of the interview, but it'd be hard to pinpoint where he said men like Ricky Smiley have a hard time getting roles playing men in Hollywood. He even said that he would never work with Ricky Smiley again unless Ricky Smiley was wearing a dress. And if you look at the last movie they did together, tell me Ricky Smiley wasn't wearing a dress. It was in Katt Williams' contract that if he ever worked with Ricky Smiley again, the only way he would work with him was if Ricky Smiley wore a dress, because he was doing all this line on Katt Williams and he was always wearing dresses anyways. So he was like, the only way I'll do it is if he wear a dress. If you check the very last movie with Katt Williams and Ricky Smiley together, Ricky Smiley was wearing a dress. I checked it when Katt Williams said it. I can't remember the name of the movie, but I did go and check, and that brother told the truth. Even when he said Cedric the Entertainer stole his joke, well, the internet is undefeated. We saw side-by-side pictures of Katt Williams telling this joke, and then Cedric the Entertainer told the same joke and dressed it up in the end as a spaceship. We all seen it. You got to give Katt Williams his props. God was upon that young man. That young man spoke. I don't know if that interview was supposed to go that route, but it went that route. And it was truth, man. It was truth after truth after truth. So I just want everyone out there to be aware, to keep God first, okay? To walk in spirituality, stand on your convictions. If God is telling you no, no. Jesus never wore a dress. You can't find any picture of Jesus in a dress. And Jesus was the man. The man. You know, a guideline for us. A guideline. An example. Why have we stopped leading by example? For the love of money has truly become the root of all evil. Anything you want to add, big bro?
Yeah, I'll close with this. I want to ask those famous actors who play women, Tyler Perry, Ricky Smiley, Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy. Would you play, if the role came to you, would you wear a black face in a movie and portray a black man wearing blackface? Would you do that? So if you wouldn't do that, then why would you want to play a woman? Think about that, you actors out there. Go on a role and wear blackface and play a black man. Would you do that?
You know, I have a comedic side myself. And as you were talking just now, big bro, it hit me like, man, what if all these men went home and went through their wife's dressers and closets, and they were wearing their wife's clothing on stage in these movies? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just, man, I need to go bleach my tongue, big bro. I need to go bleach my tongue. I need to OxyClean my. This is nasty just talking about it. But just hearing Katt Williams mention it, it was like, man, are these guys really out here selling their souls? And then you and I started just calling various things out. And then we started doing some research and realized, man, this is a lot of names. This is a lot of Noxzema Jackson. Are you kidding me? I can never look at Blade the same. Every time I look at Wesley Snipes, I'm not only am I going to think of you don't pay your taxes, but I'm going to think of Noxzema. I'm going to think, and I ain't even got Acme like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had Acme since my puberty days, but I'm going to think about Noxzema, Clearasil, all of that stuff. Oxyten, I'm going to think about all of that. All of that. Are you kidding me? Vin Rank, big old Vin Rank playing a feet. How you play a drag queen and you big? Huh? How? How can you play a woman and you got muscles everywhere? The only woman I've ever seen that is big like that and muscular and look good as heck didn't even marry a black man, and that's Serena Williams. You can't tell me Serena ain't stacked. Serena is a stallion. Serena got muscles everywhere. I've actually met Serena once in real life when she came down here to Nick Voluntary. What is it? IMG or whatever they call it. Yeah, I met her. She was in a white Escalade. White Escalade. The sister is stacked. You know what I'm saying? Stacked. Them muscles look good on her. Can you imagine Vin, what's his name? Ving Rhames? Come on now. The same one from Baby Boy who had the mama just, and now you're playing a prostitute. Come on, a man with muscles in a dress? A man, period, in a dress is just disgusting. Exactly. Now you couldn't go get Angela Bassett to play that. You couldn't go get Loretta Devine to play that role. Honestly, this is terrible. I gotta let this go. It is big, bro. I'm telling you. That's what I took from that interview. Like, he spoke so many truths, but the way he put it out there about Hollywood, and we're wondering about TD Jakes, this is a cult, people. TD Jakes had on a red suit when he came back with his sermon that Christmas Day. What color dress was Tyrese wearing when you looked it up?
Red.
Red. There's a lot of them who are wearing red if you look it up. What is the color red? What does it mean? This is disgusting, Tyler Perry. I can never look at you as a role model. I don't know how you can sing gospel music on film while dressed like a woman and it's accepted by God. I'm not judging. I am wondering. It is a difference. All I know is that brother can't lay hands on me because I don't know who you done swallowed. I don't know who you done swallowed up. So can't none of y'all pray for me and put hands on me. I don't care what type of oil you put on your hands. I don't care who you pray to. No. I don't know who you done swallowed up. I don't know who you done swallowed. I'm just saying. With that being said, y'all get y'all one-on-one. Get y'all one-on-one. Get y'all one-on-one with your higher power, the G-O-D. Remember that you are going to get your one-on-one when he calls you to glory. You understand what I'm saying? These men who are setting these examples for other people will not be by your side to explain or give God any reasoning why he should allow you into the kingdom of heaven. You've got to walk your talk and you've got to live it how you give it. You've got to stand on it. That's my new thing, big bro. Stand on it. You got to stand on it. You can't bend, you can't break, you can't fold, you can't compromise. You got to stand on it. Because if you don't stand for something, finish it, big bro. You'll fall for anything. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay woke, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, be you. Don't be swallowed up. Don't be swallowed up. Don't get swallowed up in this Hollywood. I don't know what they call this Hollywood deviation. Men of wearing dresses and men dating men. And no, man. No, it's called Victoria's Secret, not Victor's Secret. You know, we just got to do better, man. Hollywood is dangerous at this point. Salute to Katt Williams, salute to Club Shay Shay, salute to everybody for watching this video with me and Big Bro Arnell. Hit that subscribe button and just stay with God, people. Ashe.